Alright, welcome everybody to the channel. We're going to be playing Banners of Ruin today. It's a deck building roguelike game with a heavy animal theme to it. So why don't we just jump right in? Music's great in this thing, by the way. First off, when you start off a new campaign, you're going to either pick... Get the volume down a little bit there. You're going to have the option of picking a mouse or picking a bear. You can have a mouse and a bear, or a bear and a bear, or a mouse and mouse. As you progress through, you unlock different characters. I've played a little bit here, so I've got a wolf and a weasel also that I can have access to. But just because they look so awesome, we're going to do double bear. Up top here, these are your oaths. And you can see here this score multiplier, right? So if you put in this oath, the blood pact, when anybody dies, it ends the game. You're going to get a 2.5 time multiplier there. Shows more here. I'm assuming that these things can be unlocked later, or maybe they haven't even been added to the game yet. But for now, we're just going to leave it blank, and we're going to run into it. So, the way this game works is you start off up here. This is kind of like the archway, the street you're on, and you got to go through until you hit this sword, which is a kind of like a mini boss, and then you go through and another boss, and then main boss. These street numbers here indicate how many roads you have to go until you'll finish a certain area, right? So this is kind of like the before you start. We're still in the home base here, and you have three options. Sometimes they'll be blocked, but right now you have three options. So this one is Vitality, which is going to give 8 max Vitality to both of my guys. This one, gain Spirit. When you lose stamina, you'll still get stamina. You won't lose it actually in this case. Stamina is what you use to use your cards, right? So it doesn't really make sense right now, but when we get into it, I'll show you what that means. And then Hidden Gem, I could upgrade. So if you look at your cards here, so I'll show you my cards. This is the deck that we have. This is the base deck. And as you go through, you'll gain cards and be able to remove cards and modify cards. If I were to get an upgrade, I could use that upgrade and put it on an existing card that I have. In this case, actually, you know what? Why not? Let's just do a random upgrade. So this thing here, it gave me a charge upgrade. So the next time I attack, for every attack and a multi-attack, the damage is increased by the stacks of charge. Charge is then removed. So you probably want to put this... Yeah, and you can cycle through the cards if you want. You can... Scroll wheel doesn't... Actually, going down makes it go backwards and going up, which is odd to me, but no big deal. So I could put this on something that I'm not going to get rid of. Next time this character attacks. I could probably double up an existing charge card, could I? Let's see if that's a thing. Right here. If I discard a card, I gain 3. So maybe if I don't know, let's see if I can do that. Wonder if that worked. So right here. So this is already going to give me 3. I added a token on it, so it gives me 6 when we play that. Anyway, that was that street or whatever, that avenue. And now this says 0 here, so this is a wall. Tells you right there, unplayable. I can't select this card, so obviously I got to go through the middle here. Alright, a little bit of flavor text here. From the black, you find yourself in one of the guard bunks. You emerge from the black and find yourself in one of the guard bunks. Where the devils did you come from? You can't be here. So, gonna fight probably. Yup. Alright, so this is the way combat works. This area is called a rank. So each one of these little sections is a rank, and then this and behind is called a lane. So there's some cards that say will attack all in a... None of these ones do. But some of them will say attack all in a rank, attack all in a lane, you'll learn the terminology as you go along. This number here at the base here is the stamina they have. So if you can look at the card, it shows that, like, to play this guard, which will give me 5 shield or 5 block, it costs 1 stamina. He has 2 stamina, so that'll lower that by 1. This on the other side is will. Now, none of these cards have will, but this ability has will. If you hover over, it tells you it's going to remove basically all the negative stuff. And then, as it does, I'll gain 3 shield per stack removed. They don't need to do any of that. And this is the first fight, so they're not meant to be too tough. If you hover over the enemies, it'll tell you what they plan to do, right? So this rabbit over here is killing the far or attacking the far bear, and this mouse here is attacking the near bear. And at the base, it tells you how much damage they're going to do. So this will be 8 and 8. This guy's got 6 shield, and this guy's got 14. So this guy will take 2 damage on top of the 6, right? So his vitality would go down to 22. Not really big on that happening. So what we'll do is open up. We're going to put a shield, and then that shield spawns this card, and that I can apply 5 to somebody else. Banish at the bottom just means that the card's going to be removed from the remainder of combat. So I'm going to put that on here, right? So this guy's shielded, and then he shielded his buddy. So now he's 11, which is more than enough to cover that block. One other thing to note is the symbols here. So if you see at the top of the card there, that symbol, that matches this guy's symbol, right? So that means this guy can play that card. It's based on the weapons that they have. So this guy has an axe. This is the axe card, the hatch. This dude has a big old greatsword or something like that, so he won't be able to play this hatchet card. So it says if this breaks the target's shield, gain 2 charge, right? Now charge, as we talked about earlier, kind of boosts up the damage, right? So unfortunately, he's only on 1 stamina, so once he plays this card, he won't be able to do anything else, but if he were to retain that, he would be able to do that extra damage. So he's gonna hit this little guy, why not? So he broke his shield, and then they pumped up his charge. Effects that happen on the dude's gonna be above. So this bear, what's this guy's name? Hamlin. The names are randomized. It would be kind of cool if you could edit them yourself. Maybe you can, and I've missed it, but as it stands now, I see that it's just randomized. Still pretty cool. So Hamlin here has a bonus to his attack, but he's got no more stamina, so he can't do anything with that attack. This guy hasn't done anything, and he has 3 stamina. So he can block, right? Gain another 5. The thing about the thing about the shield here is that it'll be retained for more than just this round. So there's games like Slay the Spire where you build up your block and then it's gone at the end of the round. In this case, the block will stay, the shield will stay for the remainder of the game, or until these guys break it. Alright, so this one would give him another 5, but this one over here would give 15, and then he would gain this, which is pacified, means he can't play any more cards. But if he were to play this, he can't play any more cards anyway, so it makes sense for him to do this. He gains 31, now he's pacified for 1 turn, and we have 1 card left over that we don't do anything. These guys are going to attack now. They attack for their 8. We have the shield. Maybe also you notice that little number go up there because he has light armor. So he's going to gain 1 stamina every turn with that. So he'll be at the 3, even though their base is 2. Oh, here's this card. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Longsword. All right, let's do it with the big guy. So let's discard this one. So this here says momentum to discard a card and gain 3 charge, plus it has that bonus charge. So let's do that. And we will discard this one, even though it's probably not the best card. But anyway, let's do it on this one actually. The basic strike. Okay, so yeah, the card worked. So he's up 6 now. Now if I do this, 1 times 3 damage. Let's see what that does here. See that? It did, instead of just the 1 times 3, it did the extra from the charge, right? So he's only at 1 health left, which is fantastic. Alright. And then this guy Attack all targets on rank. Rank is this area, which I talked about earlier. So he's going to do that, and he's just going to kill them both. Okay, so at the end of the match, it tells you a little synopsis. You emerge victorious after 3 rounds. Florins is just money, right? And you can use that to buy stuff later on. And then you can choose to gain a card if you want. You don't have to. You can move on if you don't want to. But I want a card because it's still early. Let's see here. What do these do? Okay, so this is interesting. He would gain shield equal to the total shield of all. Okay. This character's next attack deals damage to vitality. Half the damage dealt is applied as bleed. Okay, so if you hurt, so if the guy's got shield, this isn't gonna work. But if you hit their body and they're taking health damage, then half of that will be applied as bleed, and bleed is just like a tick thing, as you can read on the right there. It'll do damage every turn to them. Or this guy. Let's do the precision. Let's see what we can do with that. All right. So now we've moved on. This is block. Now we got to talk to this guy, informant. Basically, he's gonna help me do something. He's you know, the inside man. Family's being held captive in Old Town. Help us flee the city, and I will arrange you entry into the keep. Find a boat and free my family. Then meet us in the sewers below the royal court. Do as I ask, and you will have your blood. Exchange a solemn understanding now with the old wolf before he sharply hurries off. Okay, so now he's basically said he wants to give us a boat. And you can see this little blue thing here that kind of indicates that this is the path that'll lead to him. Interestingly enough, though, any path I click on is going to lower these numbers and it'll get us closer. So it doesn't really matter what I click on as far as I can tell, at least at this point. So we got another fight. This time we got 2 of these guys. I think I want to wait until I actually break a shield before I do this. So we're going to have this boy do that. Hit everybody hard. And then this guy. So these, all 3 of them are attacking the top guy, which kind of unfortunate, I guess. But I can do the cover thing that I was doing before. Help him out a little bit. So he's still going to take some damage there, and I'm not a... So here's an interesting one. I can apply 5 damage. Oh, see, it takes a will. That doesn't matter. Apply 5 shield to a party member, and then swap them to another position. So if I do that, I can put him over here. And none of these guys have a target anymore. Because this guy just kind of flipped positions. See, they're going to do nothing. See, we evaded their attack. And now we're going to go back in. Just going to do some damage here. And this kick move, select a target if the position behind them is vacant, so behind them is over here, move them into that position. So this guy's going to kick that guy back, and now this guy doesn't have a target because he can't reach anymore. Kind of messed up his turn, which is perfect. So this guy's going to hit this guy for nothing. And then we should make pretty quick work of the rest of these guys. Let's do that. So now he's got a 6 bonus here. Oh, and then he's going to rush this guy. That guy's dead. And then this guy's going to finish that guy off. Easy enough. Alright. Gain my money. Make sure you click on this stuff. If you forget to click on it, you don't get it, right? So, at least that's my understanding. Every character in this party loses 1 stamina for every stamina point spent. Deals 6 damage to rank. Okay. So I only have 2 guys, so I think the max I can do is 12 with this. Which is 12 to each is pretty significant. Reckless 8, apply 15 shield, action, both gain. Okay, winded, they lose Stamina. I kind of like the bleed stuff. Let's go with that for now. All right, victory. The other thing to take note of is these little numbers here. You see it'll be removed after you make 3 more choices. So if I click this, then this will go down to 2, and I do another move, it'll go down. So these guys aren't hurt. Okay, so this is interesting. If I hide, it'll just discard both of these things, right? So normally they'd stay there for a while, but they don't. Oh, never mind, they came back again. What's this one? Boosts up my XP. So you see these XP here? If they go up a level, they get different skills, they get different cards, talents, that kind of stuff. But I want to see if I can find a good weapon for these guys here. Alright. Okay, so that's not bad. Superior medium. Ooh. So this is just medium armor, and this is superior. Start each combat with 24 health. Or not health, armor. So let's double up. Both these guys looking the same now. What's this guy? Polearm. This is a what? Exquisite sword. Did 5 damage attack, 3 times gain. That's actually quite nice. And it's just a one-handed. So what I could do is take off his shield. But then he's not really tanky anymore. I'm going to just swap that with the hatchet, I think. And then this is 8 damage to everybody on rank, and this one does 12 damage to rank, applies to. Okay, let's do that. Alright, and then there's a stash over here, so you can hold stuff. So let's take the heavy armor. I don't really like heavy armor too much because of the winded. You lose stamina. You can't really do much more. But then there's other cards that like it when you have stamina removed, or like it when you're winded, so you can actually do extra stuff. But it's kind of like how you want to build out your game here. But anyway, so if you put these in the stash, this will be retained. This stuff's going to get lost, but you can sell this when you find a vendor. Doesn't mean you always will. I don't really want to fight these guys because it's going to be a heavy, hard, like elite fight there. So we're just going to fight these little dudes. Okay, what are they doing? They're attacking 2 times 4, so like gonna hit for 8 each. So they're both attacking the same guy. So let's deal with one of them. Actually, let's do the shield thing first for him. Get that guy going up. He's gonna do a basic attack on that guy. This guy's gonna bleed him. And there we go. So he took 3 damage off of the bleed. And next turn, he'll just die from that. So we don't need to worry about this guy anymore. We're just going to fight that other guy. I don't really have any attacks. Fortunate. Might as well spend the cards building up the shield there, because there's no reason not to. See, this is one thing that I don't really like. This guy didn't do anything, and so he didn't take the bleed. Even though it says at the start of their turn, so he should have died. But I think maybe it's a bug or an oversight or something, because like we go and then they go, and if this guy doesn't have an action that he's doing, he doesn't take the bleed. He should take that regardless. That's at least my thoughts. I think he should just... It doesn't make sense that he can avoid it for a turn when he's bleeding. But anyway, we're going to leave him alone again and see if... I mean, we might as well just kill him if there's nothing else we can do. So, see, Hemlin is now level 2 and Terwin is now level 2, so both of them gained a level. You'll see what that looks like in a sec. Heavy blow. Deal damage equal to stacks of, what is that called? Crippled. I don't have anything that does that right now. I feel like this is probably the go-to. Deal weapon damage. So weapon damage, each weapon has its base damage. It'll show that on the card in brackets, which is a nice thing there. So you don't have to guess what the weapon damage is. Alright, 2 characters level up. So you just click on the guy, and you can choose the will or the stamina. I mean, right now I like stamina. And we'll move on here. So one of his talents he can have is after whenever target opponent gains a status effect, they also gain 2. That's interesting. This might be good for the boss. And this one is gain 25 shield and fortress. Every turn gain 8 shield if the character moves. This is the pacified and fortress remove. So basically, constantly going to be gaining shield unless I move. These guys don't really move around, so unless somebody forces them. Applied 2 stacks of overwhelm. They receive 25% more damage from attacks, and they also gain charge. So all of these are really nice. This is good for a boss, though. I'm going to do that one. Then move over to the next guy, move up his stamina, select his still. Alright, this is retaliate. So somebody hits me, I deal damage back to them. And so it'll be 5 damage. If somebody hits me, they're going to get hit back for damage. And every time you take damage this turn, you gain another 5. Now, I don't know if that applies to Vitality, but it didn't say that. The other card specified Vitality, so maybe even if you get hit by your shield, you're going to gain another 5. Pulverize. Deal weapon damage plus 5 if this breaks the target's defense. Deal weapon damage again. So if I break their shield, and then I also have that fortress thing. These are all, I mean, this one's okay. Very well have some big defense thing. Alright. Alright, we got Incense, Bargain with Death. I don't even know what this is, but let's check it out. As you approach figure, they drop from the shadow a series of frail shuffles. The 3 sticks are each coated in a dark, smoky dust. It's like drawing a straw here. Oh no, I get to actually pick. Game Aspen Stick. Whenever I gain gold, I lose 5 vitality. Whenever party member dies, is surviving. Okay. Ash. Each combat spawn tooth and nail. Ruin all cards in hand. Deal 5 damage for each card ruined banished. And I get 20 max. Yeah, let's try this one. So I kind of like that. There's a lot of variety there, you know? So this one it says it's blocked, unplayable, large crowd. So basically I'm trying to move the crowd and they're holding me up, and it's going to be there for 3 turns. So either it can fight, or I can go to this juggler and buy cards. Generally speaking, I want to hold on to my florins there and use that to recruit new guys when I get to the tavern. And I'll get to the tavern right before I get to the sword, so it'll be in a few turns. But let's have a look to see what he has to offer. I don't really, it's too much money. Although that's kind of awesome. Deal 3 damage if they die. Draw 3 cards, but it's very specific. We're just going to leave. So whether you buy anything or not, it still shows it. Oh, here we go. So if I fight this guy, I'm probably going to get destroyed. So let's try this. Merchant in trouble. Let's go see what the merchant has to say here. See merchant shake down some thugs. There don't see many guards around. Alright, so I can steal some of this stuff while these guys are... can steal from the merchant while they're distracted, or I can defend it and choose a skill. So let's do that. You're looking for trouble, you found it. Doesn't take long. Excuse themselves. Okay, so they don't like the way that 2 bears look rolling up on them. So I get to pick a skill here. Alright, we have Deep Strike. Opponent is in the back rank. Deal 4 damage, plus 4 damage per character's level. That's interesting. Sunder, deal 5 damage to shield or defense. For every stack of vulnerable on the opponent, deal an additional 15 damage to defense. And then that other one, you gained 15, but you stop. Most people aren't in the back rank. But it's good for the... Oh, yeah, let's try that one out. Alright, so that clears that guy, clears that guy. Let's go to the crossroads, clear those out. And we're gonna fight. Alright, here's that. Deal weapon. So, like I said, it doesn't let you... You don't have to guess. So, this is gonna do 20 damage to whoever I attack here, which is, like, crazy significant. And see how it says 12 there? If I click on this guy and do it, it's only 5, because his weapon damage is only 5, and this guy's halberd does 12. So let's do a heavy blow. Oh, okay. So see the symbol in the middle there? I can't really hover over it, but here. This means that they're going to attack the whole group. Same with that guy. So this guy's attacking the top. These two are attacking everyone. I don't really have... Oh, that's interesting. I should try this out, just for... Actually, this is Fortress. That's... These guys are all attacking both of these guys. Maybe I should defend this turn instead of... Let's try it out. So he has 49. Yikes. Now this guy is... I haven't tried this out either. Let's try this out. It's probably a horrible idea. Let's do it. So all these cards get ruined. And then I can pick a guy. And it does all these. Now ruined cards are interesting. Deal 5 damage, take 1 damage. So those cards are ruined, meaning they're kind of messed up for the... Just for this combat, then they'll go back to what they were before. Let's do that. So it's gonna bleed that guy out. 5 damage. Okay. That Fortress ability is pretty crazy. He just gains 8 every turn. This guy hurts him and then just gains it back. Basically making his attacks pointless. So there's not enough attacking here. I mean, just for the purpose, well... There's no real reason to do this, but it is what it is. 58 defense there, and then, oh, back to 58. So now this is just, there's no way he even breaks through the defense, so kind of useless for him to do anything. Get the Florins, then we'll go to the, I don't know, kick's okay, but we don't need that. If weapon damages, if two-handed weapon deal damage to lane. So remember I was saying lane is, like rank is this way and lane is this way, right? This is nice. More cards is better. In your hand, at least. So you wanna... This dude keeps showing up again. Alright, here's the boat merchant. So let's do the thing we're supposed to do here. Greetings. What can an old fisher do for you? Do you for? Sorry. You explain you need a boat to send to the northern sewers. No questions asked. I don't like the sound of what you're up to. But the less I knows, the better. He says reluctantly. 150 florins and you have your boat. If that don't suit you, I got other stuff to trade. So we can just basically click this and have the boat, like this is kind of what we're doing for, or we can ignore that and do some other stuff. But for now, we'll just do what we're supposed to be doing. Send the boat. Anxiety, we take 5 damage. So this is one of those, like, if you have no other option, then yeah, do this. But let's, we're gonna decide if we're gonna run this dude through. You meander through narrow passages of the city when you hear a command from behind. Halt, what's your business? You and your men take down the guards in swift response with ease. One mouse remains, trips and falls back in the corner. Please, have mercy. I was just doing my job. What should we do? Either ruin a card, or we can let him go. Now, if you let him go, it doesn't always end well, but let's see what happens. The mouse breathes a sigh of relief. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I don't have much time. I don't have much, but please take these as a sign of my thanks. So let's see what he gives us. Well, he gave us a card, which is nice. All right, let's see here. Distraction, unplayable card. Choose an ally. Apply 18. Okay, apply. Charge equal to weapon damage and move swap to the front rank. Deal 5 damage to defense for every stack of vulnerable on the opponent. Deal an additional 15 damage. Let's do this one. Alright, so now we got the Plague Doctor. Gives us some medicines and stuff. Guys are barely hurt. This lets us get rid of some stuff, so let's get rid of a card here. Let's get rid of one of the blocks. Knife Merchant. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to spend anything. I'm trying to get money here. So I'm just going to use that as a avenue to doggedness. Start your next combat with 15. That's nice. Now we go to the crossroads. Now I think I hit the tavern, but I don't have enough money. I should have done a fight. So I don't have enough money to actually recruit anybody. So let's go to the monastery just to... Oh, I shouldn't have spent that money, but here we are. Thought it was free, but they always want something, don't they? Alright, so now this is blocked, this is blocked. I'm going to the hideout, and... it's a trap. We gotta fight this guy. Fight Sledge. Sledge is his name. But I had that doggedness, so these guys all have a bonus here, and I'm fighting these 3 guys. I think I want to apply this right around. We're going to put that right on the big boy. And then we're going to bleed him. Interesting, so I bled him, and now this cascade put up the toxin on him, which is pretty nice. I don't know if I'm playing this right, but we're just doing stuff. Wow, look at that. He's already got 15. I don't think it's going to work out for you, Mr. Sledge. So, as you can see there, he's got 26 poison on him right now. Which means he's going to bleed for 6, and then he's going to take an additional 26 on that. These guys, they haven't even broken their shield yet. I could probably just leave Sledge alone. He'll end up killing himself in a second here. Oh, this is 4, I didn't even realize that. Oh well. Music's great. I don't know if you can hear it. I put it down a little bit because I tried recording this a little while ago, and the music was a little too overpowering. I think I have it set at a nice volume now, but I think it's fantastic. Big props to these guys for doing that music here. We're just gonna ignore the little weasels right now. We're gonna kill this guy off. Oh, I got a little bit left here. Sure, let's give himself a little heal. Yeah, There goes Sledge. Just that toxic thing destroyed him. Oh, what happened? I got shoved back. And now this guy's pacified because of that fortress thing. If he got moved or moved, this character's next attack deals damage to vitality, which I won't apply. What's this? Let's do that. Just give him a little shield here. Then we'll kind of reset. Alright. This fight went from being a difficult fight to quite easy. Oh, okay, I have to do the next attack. Alright. I thought that was immediate, but... So, this is going to... The next attack deals damage to vitality, so this guy got healed again, so I want to bring him down a little bit. And then I want to use this guy to... Well, it's just going to kill him, that's no fun. Kind of ruins the whole purpose here. Did that do... Yeah, it applied the 2. Didn't even get through the shield. Hopefully I'm not going too fast here. I'm just... I don't know, let's do this one. Oh, Buddy Boy's bleeding. I should probably end this. He's attacking the lane. Alright. Give that guy some shields. He's actually gonna kick this guy back. So at least we avoid an attack for now. If the opponent's in the back rank, do 4 damage per level. Alright, well who do we want to have that attack? I don't think it really matters, so let's... Pretty nice. Alright. 4, he's got the bleed going, so when he tries to attack, he's gonna die. Alright, and that was the first boss, I guess. So Sledge is one of the options. There's a few options in there. Get some money, gain a card. All party members gain 3. All party members gain 3 bleed. Why would you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really like that masochistic type behavior here. Every time you move, gain 5 charge. Every time my guys don't move, deal 6 damage. X times for each rune card in your discard pile. So this would go good with that other card that ruins, right? So let's try that out. And then we get equipment. What do we get? Heavy armor, superior medium armor. I already have that. I could swap these out with my, just within my stash there. And then we move on. And then at the end of each boss there, you can decide if you want money, if you want to level up a dude, or if you want to everybody heal up. They're not really that beat up, so let's take a bunch of money for now. I think leveling is probably the right call, but we'll just do that. And then you go into the second row. I think that's where we're going to call it for now. I hope you enjoyed watching the video here. If I made any mistakes or there's anything you need clarification on, please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Alright, I'm Balance, and take care.